Okay, boom. So we have the scene where E.T. and Rolly are catching up. In my opinion, I feel tension between them, but because we don't really know what their issue is, they're just playing along in this scene. Rolly's like, okay, so how you feel being back? It just did not seem genuine at all. It seemed like we are here to do a job. Let's get through this scene and let's go. So E.T. talks about how she got smoke with the whole house B since they were saying they were going to jump her. And she also has smoke with somebody that we don't know. So we will find out next episode that the person we don't know about is Natalie, because it looks like Rolly in the previews mentioned I told her not to hit her. So who is the her and who is the her? So it sounds like to me that's why E.T. and Rolly really fell out, and maybe that's why there's tension between them in this scene, because I feel like Rolly actually knows who that somebody is. Rolly says she's going in with the bang. E.T. says she's going out with the bang. E.T. looks like she got banged up. So let me know what y'all think about this scene. How do you guys think the dynamic between these two are? Do you think that this is them just naturally, or do you guys think this is also disingenuous? So this scene honestly aggravated the hell out of me because Biggie is apparently the most valuable baddie, fan favorite, and I feel like that title is getting to her head during this reunion. And so when Smiley came into her trailer to have a conversation with her, I personally feel like Smiley was genuinely coming in to have a conversation, to catch up, of course, for a little bit of camera time, but I think it was genuine on Smiley's part. Soon as Smiley walked in, here's Biggie's cocky demeanor as if, girl, I don't even want to talk to you, but I know we here to do a job, so I'm just going to get this scene over with. Like, to me, that was Biggie's attitude. And so they sat down on the couch. Fast forward, they get into a conversation about Smiley's health, and Biggie, with her insensitive ass, this was so rude, so disrespectful. She gets to the point where she tells Smiley, we think you lying. We really don't believe what happened. I'm assuming she meant in Jamaica. And so she then asked Smiley, so okay, what happened? What happened? Like, with that type of demeanor, attitude, like rolling her eyes, like, you're for one talking about someone's health. So for you to be like, okay, so then what happened? Tell me what the doctor say. You already don't believe me. So what difference would it make if I told you? Look at how you're coming at me. You don't believe me. You just told me that I'm a liar and that we wasted y'all time and that nobody really fucks with me because of those reasons. So why would I get into my personal business on camera with you? You're not going to believe me. Furthermore, who are you talking to? That's for one. Who the fuck are you talking to like that? And so they then get into a conversation about Biggie feels a way about Smiley because when they got those eviction notices, because they were the weakest links, she and Smiley came to some agreement, which seems to be an agreement that Biggie made with Smiley. But it was like, okay, you gonna smack one, I'm gonna smack the other. Talking about Rolly and E.T. And so when they're having that conversation, Smiley was like, okay. And then Biggie was like, so I smacked E.T. And Smiley was like, okay, well, for one, you didn't say you was going to smack her. You said you was going to go after Rolly. And then she said, for two, I didn't know that you were going to hit her. So I take it as, I don't think Smiley thought Biggie ass was going to do anything for real. That's what it sounds like to me. She didn't really think Biggie was going to stand on business. So she just kind of was like, all right, cool, whatever. I don't feel like she agreed to anything just based on this conversation, but I could be wrong. So then here is Biggie with her big back, big body, manly sounding, manly looking ass, because she came out looking like the man that she sounds like today, or on that reunion yesterday. So she like, but I told you to smack her though. Didn't I tell you to smack? Like, Smiley like, okay, but who are you to tell me to smack somebody? Like, I'm just your lapdog and I'm finna just go. She ain't said all that, but that's really what she meant. Like, who are you to tell me to smack anybody and I just go do it? For one, like, girl, Biggie, let's be for real. The only reason you're the fan favorite is because people felt sorry for you because you were getting picked on. And we respected the fact that you actually stood your ground. That's the only reason you got fan favorite. You're still a lame. You're still a lame if we being for real. So, and if we're picking out of you and Smiley, girl, Smiley can whoop you. Biggie, you can't fight. You can't whoop or swat a fly, let alone whoop somebody in a one-on-one head up, just Duke for Duke type of match. Like, girl, no. Rolly had your ass running around on the stage, but we'll get into that. So I want to know in the comment section below, how do y'all feel about this scene? Do y'all feel that Biggie is letting the MVB, most valuable baddie, aka fan favorite title, get to her head? If so, why? If not, why not? Let's get into the next scene. Okay, so if y'all still here, that means y'all are enjoying my recap. My name is Juju and I'm your host. Before we move forward, please make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. As always, I let you guys know the number of subscribers we are at as a family from video to video. So we have had some growth. We are at 733 subscribers. Once you subscribe, drop the number subscriber you are in the comment section below and also tell me where you are from. Make sure that you follow me on Instagram, prettygirljew_, girl without the I. And also follow me on Twitter, prettygirljew, again, girl without the I. Let's go ahead and get back into the show. Again, please make sure you donate $1 to the Cash App, which is right here on the screen. Help me make some money, help me grow my channel. Okay, y'all, so this is where shit started to heat up. So we got Scotty and Anna. Janisha started asking them questions about their beef. She went through everybody, but she started with them. And let me tell you, when I say she was pressing that issue, she was pressing that issue. I have never heard Janisha, if you go back to any of her reunions, the way she pressed that issue between Scotty and Anna, she wanted to know and get to the bottom of what the fuck they were beefing about. And she kept asking, even when they started dancing around the answer, it was especially Scotty. Because then Anna was like, what is the reason? Let me tell you one thing. Anna irritated the fuck out of me in this scene. Like, girl, shut up. Shut up. What the fuck are you yelling and screaming and just like, oh my God. It just screamed, you are a fucking child. That's what it screamed. And Scotty's sitting there like, I like Scotty. I'm not even gonna lie. I actually like Scotty. I like how she handles things more so. I don't want to say her, but specifically speaking, the way she handles things. And so she like, what was the reason? What was the reason? And so Scotty started laughing like, girl, you playing. So that told me you trying to think of something to come up with because you in the hot seat. So she says, because you're disrespectful, which I guess it was a good quick comeback. And Janisha was trying to say, like, okay, disrespectful how? Like, for example, what happened? Give us a scenario. Like, give us the details, the background story. Like, Janisha was trying to get into it. So Anna started bringing up one situation. And Scotty's like, girl, I didn't even really know you then. So that's not even a So they didn't even have a shit together. And from what I got from this scene is that Scotty and Anna had a conversation prior to this reunion stating that we not gonna really get into why we beefing. And so when Anna started saying, what was the reason? And Scotty chuckled and was like, you playing, like, you funny. Like, I felt like that was her way of saying, like, you doing too much because this is not a part of the plan. We didn't agree on this. You doing too much. And so when Anna got the screaming, to say that Anna wasn't doing the most, I'm going to have to ask you to go back and rewind that clip. She did too much for nothing. And Scotty, I hate when people do the most with people who are not even on that type of time. Like, girl, you look stupid. You literally look dumb. You already look like a fucking chicken bone up there. And I'm saying this, and I'm skinny myself. But girl, you look stupid. You jumping around. You not really answering no questions. You loud. You just doing the most. So then eventually Janisha let it go. But I want to know, how do y'all feel about that scene? Do y'all agree with me where how I feel like her and Anna had some sort of agreement before this reunion that we not going to really get into detail of the reason why we're beefing, so we just going to play it off? I don't think that they thought Janisha was going to press the issue like that, because Janisha, every time they spent that question, she spent it right back and started asking more like, so what happened? What's the reason? What's a situation that, like, basically give us a situation. What happened? Like, how y'all beefing? And they really couldn't. They sounded dumb trying to explain themselves. So I feel like that was her trying to, let them know, girls, I know what's up. But if we gonna be grown about it, let's put that shit out there on the floor. That's how I feel like Janisha was coming at it. But again, like I said, let me know what y'all think. Comment down below, and we gonna get into the next scene. Baby, you can't make that type of shit up, man. You cannot make that type of shit up. For one, for Biggie to sit there and have all that energy for Smiley, Why didn't you at least pinch Rolly? Can you answer me that? That'd be my problem with people. They pick and choose who they want to pull shit with. But you got out there on that stage and started running and swatting and turning your back and looking like a fool. And so that's the shit I don't like. How y'all feel about this scene? I feel like it was fair and square. I do recall when they were squaring up, though, that Rolly was like, I love you too. So she said, I love you too, which indicates to me that Biggie said, I love you. So they was having a little dialogue before they fought. So what's the dialogue about? So how you gonna have dialogue and tell a bitch that you just smacked Smiley over that you love her? Yet you smack Smiley for not smacking her. But yet you scared to smack her. You telling her you love her. Like, what the fuck? Like, that shit confused the hell out of me. But let me know what y'all thought about Rolly and Biggie's fight. What made me even more upset is that clearly Biggie has been getting coached and taught by Tasiki. And so I felt like in that moment, Tasiki was disappointed because she like, bitch, I done told you what to do. And you out here making me look like, for one, you can't never make Tasiki, not a Biggie, look like she don't know what she talking about, bitch. You didn't apply the skills that were presented to you. And so you made your teacher look like a fool. So if y'all heard Tasiki on the sideline like, Biggie, what I tell you to do? Biggie made a goddamn fool of herself. Let me know what y'all think about this scene. We're going to go ahead and move forward. Okay, so boom. For one, that wasn't shit. But a lot of people had a lot to say about Anna calling Rolly a monkey. So I'm just going to make a comment on that. In the heat of the moment, do people just throw out things? Yes. But I can understand people being upset that you would get on a black platform and call a black person a monkey. There are so many other insults. And we all know that a monkey, calling someone a monkey, a gorilla, an ape, especially depending on how they look, it's a racial insult. And so I can't sit here and say that Anna was 100% wrong because Rolly done said shit about Biggie when she's speaking Dominican about that guala, like certain things like that. So that can come off the same way. All I have to say is for these black networks, be careful who y'all bring on. And when y'all bring people on that are not black, there needs to be a precedent set. Like, there needs to be a standard set that you cannot come on here and throw racially derogatory slurs at our black cast, at our black staff. You cannot do that. We're not tolerating that. And I think that at some point, if black networks start to implement that as like a rule or a code within a contract that can get your contract void and you kicked off the show, I bet you people will start respecting. Because when it comes to money, people gonna do what you need them to do. But if ain't no money involved, they're going to violate, if that makes sense. But let me know what y'all think about that. I think Anna played it well. Rolly big as hell. I would have ran around too. You're not finna grab me. But Anna, if we being for real, this was in slow-mo. Your fist was not balled up at all. Rolly, I could say the same about you. So y'all were literally just swatting and swinging. Nobody had their fist balled. So I don't know how much damage would have been done. But if I had to pick, if Rolly would have got a hold of Anna, like she normally grabs people and start beating them, she'd have beat the hell out of Anna little ass. But Anna played it right. She must have taken some lessons from Tasiki. Back, run around. Don't let her catch you, and you'll be all right. But let me know what y'all thought about this scene and what y'all thought about Anna calling Rolly a monkey. I feel like it goes both ways. You can't say things about someone else's language and how they speak, but then when somebody call you a monkey, it's, oh, she called her a monkey. But again, like I said, these black networks allow that shit. And so that's where they have to draw the line. Again, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Baby, I'm going to tell y'all this. Tasiki eats for real. That's a fighter. She looks like a trained boxer without the gloves out there. The way she ducks and dodges and steps back and like that's how you fight, honestly. And a lot of people can't think in a situation where they're fighting. They just kind of go in for the kill and do they big one. But her, you can tell that she goes in with strategy. Like she thinks she can look at you and tell, okay, I'm finna go ahead. Like she eats for real. I got to give her that. Now, E.T., I'm not going to just sit here and say E.T. can't fight. Compared to somebody like Tasiki, no, she can't. Compared to the other members on the cast, yes, I can see her whooping the rest of them, honestly. And so with E.T. in this scene, and y'all can go back, it's in slow-mo. Go back, watch it. E.T. had a couple good swings, but Tasiki even posted on the live, like, after the reunion, how E.T. fights. And she was spot on. This is someone who learned how this woman fights while fighting her. And she fought exactly like her. She demonstrated exactly like her. Did E.T. get some good swings in and gets it? She might have even connected once or so in that little, during that first round. But was it sloppy? Yes. She just was swinging and going in and trying to get closer, just trying to get closer. And as she trying to get closer, you don't want to do that with somebody with like Tasiki because she backing back and she finna pop because you wild. Like hold on, hear from the girl yourself.
That same chair that I set her in, let me show y'all. This is that chair. This is how that chair looks. So she is you guys. She is the phone. I would never do any of you guys on here like this, but this is where she was standing at. And this is me. And I said, put your fucking guards up. In a dress. Put your fucking guards up. She like, huh? Yeah, put your fucking guards up, ho. So she put her little guards up. She fights like this. She's a dummy. Dummy. So I'm like, you know me. So I'm like, nah. But then she comes like this. I'm going to show y'all. I just showed y'all me, but I'm going to show you her. I'm like this. That's me. Let me show you her. So when someone fights like that, that's messy. She was fighting like that. She's trying hard. I'm like, oh. With girls like that, you gotta mean back up. So listen. So this is why she thinks she knocked me over. She's so stupid. So the girl's reckless. She fights like that. So I'm like, what's this? A chair. It's a chair. Once Big Booty felt that chair, oh bitch, huh? Let's go. Let me get that wig. Fuck what you talking about? That's how it went.
Well, that's how it went. And that's how it's going to go going forward. So let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. I really don't have anything to add to this because we've seen the clip for itself. There are people online saying that, when E.T. got on the ground, that's when Anna and Biggie and Camilla, all of them jumped in. Let's be clear. Security also jumped in. So security was going to make sure that it was broken up before any of the ladies got to actually jump her. Yeah, they might have got a couple little hits, whatever. But I don't feel like security just let them jump in on her like that. I don't really feel like they actually did anything in that moment from what it looks like. For two, regardless if E.T. got her on the ground in that moment, Tasiki would have got right up out of that. She would have got right up out of that. I don't in doubt in my mind that Tasiki would not have gotten right up out of that jam. That was nothing. And I like the fact that they at least did let them go a couple seconds. It wasn't like no boo, 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 and then they just broke it up. They let them swing. They let them fight a little bit. I feel like 10 clean seconds, no breakup, no nothing, no matter who get on the ground. If it's within that 10 seconds, bitch, you might get your ass pounded for 2. But let them fight. Just let them scrap. Just let them get that shit off. When security jump in, sometimes they jump in. A lot of the times they jump in right when you about to beat the brakes off somebody. Really, so I don't know. Again, let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe. Once you subscribe, drop the number subscriber you are in the comment section below and tell me where you're from. So until next time, deuces.